So I understand that this is Accenture's 6th consecutive year at the CIIE, and you've brought some research, new research, with particular industrial insight. Help us understand what are the highlights here, and why did you decide to take that research and showcase it at the CIIE?
Yeah, no, first and foremost, thanks for having me here. It's really a pleasure and a privilege to really participate on the CIIE. And for the 8th time, I can see the differences on every year, what's happening in terms of the companies that are showing their best products, best services, and Accenture is no different. So for this year, we did what we call the CXO post-survey, where we interview the biggest and most important companies to understand where the money is going and where the investments are going. And specifically for Asia Pacific, there's a clear result where 9 out of 10 executives are understanding that AI is really here to stay, right? The adoption is getting faster, the investments are getting bigger, and they're moving away from testing the technology to really implement and scale the technology. So it means that they were testing using GenAI or artificial intelligence on specific tasks, but now they're trying to generate more value out of it, really get the benefits that we're expecting with the technology. And there's two factors that we found out in the report. The first is there's a lot of concern about the technology maturity, right? In terms of the companies, are they ready to really tackle on the AI, the power, and the technology itself? Do they have the real, let's say, digital core, the data, the cloud-first mindset, the people ready for do it? And the second is the talent, right? The challenge is really having the right people to really use the technology. Otherwise, it's going to be tough to really, extend or take the real value out of it.
I mean, where the money goes actually tells us a lot.
Exactly.
You follow the trends and you follow where people want to go next. And obviously, artificial intelligence is still a central theme at the CIIE this year. You advise your clients on how they can best utilize AI to the best of their ability, how they can harness the power of AI to advance their businesses. Help us understand what you tell your clients often and in what ways they can do that.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because all the conversations started with cost reduction, trying to be more effective, productivity, using AI. Nowadays, I think the mindset is changing. It's changing to be more, use AI to be more resilient, right? Because, geopolitical, we're facing a very, uncertain times. So if you can use and rewire your organization to really think on AI terms, in terms of reusing the data, being agile on changing, everyday tasks or products, I think that's the most interesting part where you can really see value on the use of the technology, and also make sure that we are really connected to the ecosystems of our partners. So you're not trying to do it all by yourself alone, because it's really hard. I mean, the technology is going so fast that you cannot really, cope with the changes. Like 2 years ago, we were talking about generic AI and then Gen AI. 1 year ago, we started to talk about agents. I don't know what we're going to be talking next year. So it's really fast. So you have to, to tap into the innovation ecosystem, really be partner with the best and of this class in China or everywhere. I mean, in the world, I would say, because the resources are limited. We have not enough talent to really cope with the challenge.
We live in such a fast-paced world. Everyone is scared to be left out. That is why everyone really wants to jump on this bandwagon and really get caught up in the latest AI technologies. With the ecosystem that you talk about, you do share the benefits, but you also cope with some of the challenges together. Then that's the beauty of it. Talk to us about some of the challenges that, for example, generative AI might bring for businesses, for your customers and your clients, and how do they cope with those challenges?
Yes. So it's interesting because Gen AI in an enterprise is really hard. It's not like using everyday Gen AI tools, ChatGPT, DeepSeek. It really requires a full coordination of processes and reviewing how you really extract value from products, thinking AI first, and really changing the way you build digital products. How do you transform your services? Actually goes through the whole operating model, how to really get the benefit of really having the whole organization thinking AI first again, because it's not like getting a specific task and put more intelligence into it. It's really reviewing the whole process, rewiring again the whole business. So yeah, there may be processes that doesn't exist anymore with this new possibility. So it's really about rethinking the whole thing, connecting with the infrastructure, also technology, and again, the talent. The talent piece, I think it's going to be the most challenging. And I think China plays a big part on this because there's a huge talent pool ready for adversity, right, in a way of thinking. So Chinese companies are all well prepared to that. And more than that, they're ready for massive scale. Like we're talking before, China has the ability to really implement these things in like scale massive businesses. And I think that's the real challenge. And just to close, collaboration, because you cannot do it alone. The best minds in the world wants to work for the bleeding edge of technology, and not all companies can offer that. So you really have to partner, so you can access those brains.
And that's really what we're doing here with the CIE collaboration and connecting with the brightest and the smartest minds. Paulo, we appreciate your insight and your expertise. Thank you so much.